It's like a bad meme. When I go to sleep, it's like a bad dream. When your whole life hard, what does bad mean? When you cry a lot, really, what does sad mean? Well, I know you're heartbroken, and I ain't really mean to rip your whole heart open. I was trying to find my way, can we start over? I'd have made a lot of mistakes, wish I could start over. Damn, I tend to choose the wrong women in a bad situation, but they be strong women. I be like, God, where did I go wrong with them? Why you put me in positions where I'm alone with them? You know I'm messed up, man. I had a lot of bad luck, man, and so much difficulty with trust, man.
If I introduce you to my heart, would you break it? If I give you all that I got, would you take it? And maybe, will you deceive me?
Yo, I'm focused, man. And I'm back. And I got some coffee. I do not condone McDonald's because I do not make money off of it. If you see me drinking this, it's because I didn't want to get up and make coffee, which I'm trying to break off coffee is why I'm trying to drink strong in my circle. I am not a sponsor for any of these. No way, shape, or form. But, yeah, I got coffee because I was out with my mom today. And I always got a story time now. All right, but before I get into that, I gotta let you know who I am and who I be, and you know what I gotta do right now because I ain't got that stuff set up yet. But you know who I am, you know who I be. Oh, didn't do it yet. I am what it says right here. That's me, the Career Cancerian, and this is Off on Mondays. Now, don't get it confused, okay? I went through a lot to say what I was going to say. I didn't want to say to myself, or I didn't want to put the Career Cancerian because I go to church, and that's a big thing about that. And then people will ask questions, but I put it like this: when you say that you're queer as what the word says. Odd, awkward, unique, strange, whatever. Queer. It doesn't have a label. You're just queer. So that's what I labeled it as. As far as my sexual preference, that's my business. So yeah, my masculinity, the way that I dress, and the way that I am, that's me. That's just who I am. I tried the poly and Esther. I tried all that, and I'm telling you, from much needed, it's not what's up with me. Let me see what else we got up here. So if you want to contact me or hit me up, you can do that. I am on all social media platforms, as it says right here, right there. If you've seen it, it came on and it came off, but you can catch me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I am on there. Hey, don't laugh at me, okay? I'm just starting this thing out. Everybody's got to start somewhere. And I basically have just been setting stuff up. I set it up the way that it's been directed for me to set up. I'm not a follower. I'm a leader, and I believe I'm a leader by choice, and that was what the divine had given me to do. So whenever I do try to do something and I can't get it, because I had a story time, right? I story time for everything. So started this new business that I have for myself where I help small companies, okay? Which I don't mind helping small companies because I'm small myself, right? So I help small companies enhance and develop their media. So I started with my church, and now there's another small company that I'm working with now who I help design and help to get them out there, right? So, and we're going to get into our topic today because we're going to talk about the law of the divine. We're going to talk about topic number 2. If you haven't heard about number 1, number 1 is somewhere on it's on my page here, but I got to open up an iceberg first. We got to get this thing going. I know you like just get into it, but if you know me by now, you know everything that I talk about is a story. Plus, I'm a Cancerian, and we got great stories to tell. So, anywho, here we go. Yeah. So, anywho, here we go. So, I got my own business started. Okay. And it doesn't take that much to start your business. I believe it's like $500 to get your business and your name out there and everything else. And it's just getting it going. All right. So, anywho. Oh, that just said in my spirit. Somebody out there, go ahead and start that business. Spirit says, go ahead and start that business because it's your time. And I was having a conversation with my mom, and we were talking about therapy and stuff, and she was saying how she didn't need it. And at the time, she said she didn't remember. It's funny how when you take therapy, when you're on your self journey, when you're on this healing phase, right? Not a phase, I take it back. When you're on this healing journey, you do not know that every day is a map for you. Okay. At least I know the way I feel, not every day is a map for me, right? And what I mean by that is I was speaking to my mom, and my mom was just like, you know, I was asking questions about therapy, about, about we was going to take it and things like that. And she didn't answer the question. Now, when you are in a state of closed mindedness, when you're still in the matrix, is what I call it, and you don't really open up yourself to say, okay, hey, you're not listening to the person. You can ask a question, but my thing is when I'm asking you and I say asking you, not asking, but asking you a question. My main goal is for you to answer that question with either a yes or no. But if you dibbling and dabbling and tiptoeing around it, then either I know that it's either a no or you're trying to avoid the question. And if that happens, then I'm going to go on a little bit deeper and to ask you, well, why? Because the why is the how, and the how is the when, and the when is the answer. Anyway, if I have to explain that to you, then my saying, what's known don't need to be explained. If you don't know it, I ain't got time to explain it, honey, because we all adults here. I'm not going to sit there and explain myself to somebody, especially if their mind is already made up. So much about me as well is that my mind is when my mind is already made up. Okay, it's made up, just like with anybody else, and that goes back into your whole sexual identity. Okay, let's say that. If whatever it is that you choose is what you choose. Now, if they ask me the question, and I'm speaking of myself, well, what do you mean by the queer Cancerian? Why do you call yourself that? You know what queer means, right? And I'm like, yeah. Do you know what queer means? And then they'll look at me like, like I'm being smart. I'm just saying, I know what it is. You know what it is. So what are we talking about? What's known don't need to be explained. There you go. Now, it's not the fact that you want to know what it means. You're asking me, what does it represent for me? And I'm not going to answer that question for you, because what is meant for me to know is what's meant for me to know. What is meant for you to know is what's meant for you to know. And I'm not going to expound myself or explain any further because you want to be nosy. You understand what I'm saying? There's a difference between being nosy and being inquisitive. And if you've seen my pages before, you know what inquisitiveness means. And I'm always going to put the definition of the word so you can know the difference between the person being nosy and the person being inquisitive. Okay? Moving right along here. So, as I stated before, yeah, I got my coffee here because I love coffee. I'm trying to get off coffee, right? Trying to wing onto water. So that's what the circle came from, which came from my dear friend Targum. And I drink it sometimes, but I normally drink my coffee black anyway. So it's kind of good, but it's not that good anyway, because coffee is a diuretic. So, anywho. All right. Anyway, I'm also looking on. I'm on this. Where's my? I gotta stand. I'm also look at my little bitty stand here. I'm also on my TikTok too, but I'm on live on TikTok. But I can't go live because I don't have enough followers. Which I think there's a lot of people who need to. We should just be able to go live. Period. Right? We should be able to go live. Period. At a certain amount. But I gotta get 1,000 people. Come on, I'm not gonna. It ain't worth it. I can just go on YouTube, make a recording here, and that's what it is, and interact. Because the majority of the time, people who do go live, they're not saying or doing anything. It's just times when I feel like I really want to go live and I got something to say and I want to just say it right there without having to edit or do anything. Is when I should go live. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm on a whole nother thing. I want to say thanks to all the beloved, as I should have said in the beginning, is what I have a new saying now. Is I like to say love and light. Okay, I want to say love and light. Bless, love and light, peace and bless the beloved. That's what I want to say. That's my new saying now when I start off. But I'm behind a little bit, and I want to say love and light, peace and bless the beloved. This is the Queer Cancerian. You are listening to the Raw and the Real. There we go. All that backwards. Before we get ready, let's start. Make sure we have everything is cool here. We're gonna just go ahead and bless the whole room and just make sure that everything is right with it. If you don't understand what that means, then we'll get into that later. But that's what we are doing. I learned that. I did some learning about that, understanding about that, and it does help a lot. Let's see what today is. I can't actually get my phone, but it's being used right now. Let's see what the moon is. And this is what, the ninth? So we are the ninth, which is oh, I had it wrote down here and said something was gonna be back, but yeah, anywho. We have the ninth of May. The moon is in Virgo now. I believe the moon is in Virgo, it should be. So yeah, work with that. See what's up with that there. Um okay, anywho, going forward now. So I talked about the coffee, I talked about the circle, talked about my mom. All right, so today we're going to dive into number two, law 12 universal laws, right? The first one was the law of divine oneness. The second one is law of vibration. Okay. Um, and we're just going to dive into it this time. I had a little bit of a story time. Plus, it's Monday for me, which means it's my day to get clothes washed. I want to do my bed, but sometimes you know how your bed look messy, and you look at it and you like, man, that bed looks so messy, but it looks so comfortable. You know, I'm trying to get out of that because my mother, I grew up with a mother. When you got out of bed, you cleaned your bed, you cleaned your room, you took a shower, you brushed your teeth, you did everything. And then I'm like, why am I going to do all this when I'm just gonna? Because then when you get done, you're tired, you know. Anyway, but it did teach me a lot because I did bring it into my adulthood. So a question today is, what is one thing that you inherited from your parents, or trait rather, personality even, from your parents that you wish that you cannot have anymore? You know, it's like a curse and a blessing. A curse and a blessing for me, it mainly is, like I said, being able to get up and clean and do all that other stuff. However, it's times when I want to just lay in the bed. And it's beneficial for me on times because there's times when I don't want to get up, but I find myself cleaning. Literally, like, I don't know. I think it's my higher self, or the ego is set down, and then the higher self gets up and starts cleaning up and takes over. And then the next thing you know, I'm back into my I'm for some reason I done hyper jumped into the future, cleaned up, came back into the present future, and everything is clean. And I'm like, when did I do that? Maybe that's just me. Anyway, so the number two is law of vibration. Vibrational frequency can inform our life expectancy. And ways of a law of vibration is you can do a sound bath or chakra work. It's chakra. Not chakra, it's chakra, chakra. Okay, you can do chakra work, and mainly a sound bath is just surrounding yourself with different sounds and tones. I'm just now getting into that. I was kind of upset because I missed one sound bath. However, it must have been destined in the stars to do so. It was also a lesson in the blessing because there was money, and that's what we're going to get into. There was money that I had given over to help people out, and coming to find out that I helped them out, but in turn I needed it myself. So there's things I'm thinking like, man, with that money I could have been and had it and then some. However, the universe works this way. Okay. I think of any time I gave over money, I say I gave that over foolishly, and I learned my lesson again and again and again. However, for this time, what I am understanding is that I hope it don't go over each other, because yeah, I just want to make sure, because sometimes it overlaps as far as what. Anyway, that's that OCD kicking in. Okay, anywho, pressing forward though. And I'm looking. If you ever see me going off, because I'm looking here because I'm like, dang, what's going on here? Anyway. So yeah, I lost my train of thought. So I was, cleaning and getting up and looking the chakra work. Okay, so I wanted to go to the sound bath, but I couldn't go because my license is bogus. Now, I don't want nobody to give me no slack because I've been driving around with my I've drove around before with license that's been suspended or not suspended, plates that's been bogus, right? Plates, it's not license. I've never drove with a license suspended, but drove around with plates before, right? And I know people, even family members, that drove around dirty like that, bogus like that. So I'm not the only one. So don't look at me like, ew. Now I've seen people walking around, driving around rather, and your tag is just you just okay. Some of them be 3 or 4 months. I had the police pull me over one time and said I would have let it go, but that's like 3 months ago. Like come on. So that lets me know that there is something that they be like, oh, it's just a bogus tag, but they like, no, that's a little bit too much. She been getting away with it for too long, which is okay. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Put it that way. So that's the reason why I couldn't go because my plates were bogus. Why were they bogus? Why were they bogus? This is a universal law right here. I mean, this is understanding. I gave myself over to something that was not needed. It was unpurposeful because I was trying to prove to someone that I am who I am. And in doing so, I had to learn that if I have to prove myself to someone who hasn't even proved themselves to me, the only thing that they did prove is that they're full of bull dookie, is that I don't need to be there. And it really taught me so much. It really did. Even as I'm thinking now about friendship, and on this page here, we do talk about mental health and mental wealth. We get into intuitiveness, the divine, the universe, and all that other stuff, because I truly believe that there is a gift that I'm giving, and I want to be able to share that to the world, right? I don't do tarot. I like to read it. I like to study it. The H word. Come on, guys, help me out. I had a brain fart. I hate when that happens. It's just so much for me to get out. Horoscope, astrology. There we go. Whew. Jeez. Astrology. I've been into all that. And I believe that there's just some things that you really don't necessarily need the cards to tell you. Your gift is your gift, and the way that you choose to use it is the way you choose to use it. So for me, the intuitiveness in learning all of this is that I had to learn the hard way. And what I came to understand and learn is that just because you do not have to prove yourself to anybody at all. You should never have to prove yourself to anybody. Not even your job. And what I mean by that, you don't have to work hard to show that you're a hard worker. Just by you showing up and doing what it is that you're supposed to do and doing it the correct way is enough. And I learned that throughout my business that I have. I learned that throughout the friends that I have and the family, is that I, the queer Cancerian, do not have to overextend myself to prove to anybody. And I'm trying to keep myself up on here because I'm doing two things at once, right? And I had a doctor's appointment today and I missed it. So, yeah. Anywho, so I had to do that there. So yeah, sorry, okay, paying attention here. So yeah, I had to I had to go take that the long way, right? And so what I've understood from that is that I don't have to prove myself, and I try to prove myself to this one person because, okay, in actual way, I did love him. I did love the person. I still do. I still love this person. I truly believe that the person that I love is because they were sent to show me it's time for transformation. It's time to make that change. It's time to get up. Okay, time to get up and get out there and get something. Okay, be on your Outcast, be on your Michael Jackson. Get up and get out. And that's why this journey has been easy for me, right? Some journeys may be hard and tough because you aren't ready and prepared. But I've been there. So I've been on this journey. I've just been kicking the rocks, dragging my feet along the way until somebody came along, until the universe threw, not even a wrench at me, but the universe threw a rock hit me in the back of my head and said, "Wake up and get it together." And when this person came in and opened up that door for me to receive what the universe has for me, it showed me again that I necessarily don't have to, and I still didn't have to. But had I not, I would not have been in the situation that I am. However, what's done is done. Okay. And I don't know. It's just I feel good about it. There's no anger. There was anger. There was hate. There was trying to get back. There was trying to see. But what I've learned is, oh my goodness, this hit me so hard. Like, don't invest in something, okay, that you haven't really picked over. And another thing is, if you put so much into something, if you put your all into something, let me give you this here. If you put your life's work, okay, into the stock market, everything that you own, everything that you made, everything that your life surrounds itself in, and that stock market was to crash and you lost everything. I mean, everything. That's why you have some people killing themselves. And not to speak about it like that, but that's why you have some people doing things when the stock market crashed, because they invested their life into it. We need to stop investing our life into things before we do any type of research. We need to put enough into it that we have enough into it where if something leaves, if something damages, if a tower was to fall, that we don't fall with it. That we just say, "Oh, that was a bad investment." I can re-up. I can re-up on that. So I take this as a bad investment. Okay. I take any relationship that I've been in the past as a bad investment. However, I've learned how not to. And there's been some times when I had made the same investment twice and didn't learn from it. But the moral of the story is to invest your heart and your mind wisely. Okay. So with the law of vibration, that what we're speaking on is vibrational frequency. Just know that everybody has rhythm. Okay. Everybody has some type of rhythm. And if you don't, then that's when you need to get yourself in line and in tune with yourself, with your surroundings. You take that bath, and it's been known that vibrations, because we don't hear the music, we hear the vibration, we hear the tones, we hear the frequency. Okay, look it up. I'm not going to go into that. Okay, look it up. Okay, and you hear the music, and that's why you move with the rhythm. Because your body is listening to it, and you just that's why I say nobody ain't got. If you ain't got no rhythm, I mean, you need to check into yourself. Everybody got rhythm. Regardless of what it is. And I mean, even sometimes I be watching some of the 8x11s, the 8x11s, letter A, when they be moving, you know what I'm saying? And they be just going around and just, doing that. And sometimes you think they off beat, but they not. Everybody has their own rhythm to every different tune. You just got to find what your rhythm is and what your tune is. Just like when you are having sexual, relations, you find that rhythm with that person. And I've said this on my TikTok, is that I don't want to, you can have sex with anybody. Sex with anybody, you can do that. But when it comes to love and the making of it with someone that loves you truly in depth, and I want to throw this because we're talking about the law of vibration, because I believe love is vibration. Okay, love is a song. Okay, and if you, I'm just love is what it is. Okay, and people, I believe sometimes when we're in relationships, again, I say this all the time, we stay with them because they know us inside and out. However, if y'all dancing to a different tune and the only time y'all can get together, if the only thing you say or the reason why I'm with that person is because of the sexual agreement, then something's wrong with that. It should be a vibe that you have. And that's what they call it a vibe. Why do you think they call it a vibe? Why do you think they call it a vibe? It's a vibe for a reason. Vibe is what? Vibrations. Vibrations is what? Feelings, frequencies that you have with someone. when you get close with that person, it should be a vibe. You can have vibes with someone and they could be negative vibes. Okay? You can be in a relationship with someone, we vibe. Oh, yeah, negatively. I don't want negative vibes with a person. I want positive vibes. I want when we get together that we make an eclectic sound. Like when we get together and we start to develop and create love, that we make this beautiful sound. We come together as a beautiful union. And that's what I'm talking about when we talk about the second law of attraction. This law of vibration. What vibration frequency are you on with this person in the relationship that you're with? Is it just because you got used to it and you tone deaf? Because some people can be tone deaf. Tone deaf. I know, believe me. I know people that saying you can be in the choir and the person can be tone deaf and you like, come on, sister Mary Clarence, Alma, check your battery, 100%, you know. And this one's going to be pretty short, I can tell, because I'm getting better at it. If you can tell, I'm getting better at it. I rant so much, but I'm telling you, if you listen to some of the stuff that I say, actually throughout the duration of my videos, and my videos are meant for you to just listen to while you relaxing, while you cooling, while you cleaning the house, while you driving in your car, cozy condition, okay? Do that law of vibration. Understand that we are all vibration. We are all energy, okay? When you say it's a vibe, I mean, you get with someone and y'all make this sound that's synchronous. Okay, it's synchronicities, whatever you want to call it. Okay? But if you get with someone and they, you know, they can be a vibe too. It could be a bad vibe. I had to talk to my I don't even, why do you think people say good vibration? The Beach Boys say that. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because so I was, you sitting around there, everybody's, I'm not, but that's letting me know this. Everybody's getting together, everybody's listening to what everybody. Just wanted to jump y'all all getting about the second together. It's just kind of, you know, second law, universal law is law. I don't know. I keep getting these. But the first one we got together, which is law, and that's why I don't like to stay on here too long because I can't get downloads and together with yourself. The divine thing is speaking to me, and you know more about the other person me, and then you can spirit vibration to me, and it's just vibration. I'm like, we need to what? I feel better about myself because I have more. That's what my divine is saying. That's what the universe wants to let you to know. So now I want to get divine, even myself. We need to stop settling for less. We need to jump out there on that ledge, and we need to give that person that vibrational frequency. You know, it's a lot of people out there that want to do it, but they don't because they're afraid. Because they're hurt, inform you. Oh my goodness, harmful. That's like how many times have because they're hurt, you felt. And honestly, hurt people. But the main thing is you get a headache. You know, you just nobody know how to communicate anymore. You know, that's and for me, a vibe is being able to communicate. You forgot not only communicate, you forgot the man. Not only to reciprocate, but yeah, that's what I truly believe. People, I got, and this is just my thing. If yeah, I got some stuff to take care of. I gotta wash clothes. Today is my day. Anyway, so that is number 2. Number 3, we're going to talk about law of correspondence. Okay, we're going to get more into that when I post it up. But I just really wanted. I'm probably going to do these every Monday. It looks like Mondays might be my day. So every Monday I'm gonna pop up and have new ones here, and I might pre-record them now that I know that I can do that. And that'll make it easier for me, and I can just go ahead and sit. So if you see me in the same uniform or outfit, I don't care, because who in the world is, I ain't got money like that. And even if I did, I guarantee you that I'm still going to be having probably the same outfit in my closet. While we on this subject, the only people that spend their money like that is people that ain't never had nothing. I mean, if you talk to very rich people who have money like that, they don't spend things on stuff that's not going to be of any equity or any value. Okay? I need something that's going to be substantial. I want to place my money into estates, stocks, bonds, you know, things that's got valuable. Clothes are going to go out what? And then even if I wanted to open up my own clothing line, that's just not for me. You know, point blank 3 odd. I'd rather have like real estate. You know, stuff like that. But anyway, I'm going all off on a tangent here. But yeah, law of vibration was vibrational frequency, which can inform you of your life experience, which will inform you that, hey, something's not right, which will inform you most of the time. Listen to your spider sense, they're tingling. That's where intuitiveness comes from. Some of us have it, some of us don't. Some of us get it, some of us won't. And the majority of the time, we just don't listen to it. Had I had listened to it, I probably would be able to ride in my car right now. However, I'm learning about this. And now it's going to take me some time to get back to where I need to go, which listening to it, I'm like, ugh, I bet you everybody else, that person got they. But you know what? That person got it because I gave it to them. Had I had not gave it to them, I probably would have felt bad about not getting it, but I would have been able to drive my car. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But anyway, whether it was for good or for bad, intentions, good or not, let me tell you this, because somebody need to hear this. Don't think on that person. Don't wish that person will get that due justice back, because I'm telling you this: if you did it with the pure intention of what it is that you deserve, that you wanted to do, that you wanted to show them, that you wanted to help them, that you wanted to be a person of your word, if that was your intention of love and of light, you will be blessed with the same thing, beloved. Just understand and know that. But if you were doing it to teach them a lesson, or you were doing it because, well, we're not really going to speak on that. We're not really going to speak on that. We're not really going to give them that energy, right? But the main moral of the story is this: if you were doing it because you 100% was working in your divine power, you were being a person of your word and integrity, and because you just, that's how you felt in your heart, even if that person were to use guilt, or they were to use some type of slander against you, hey, that's not a good vibe. That's when somebody says, nah, I ain't vibe, can't vibe. That's not a good vibe. Another thing with friends, I've come to find out there's some friends I have to let go. I put friends on a high scale like this. And the majority of the time, they probably didn't even see me like that. And I had to come to the understanding that I have friends, but we just ain't vibing on the same frequency. And it's all right. I'm not going to lower myself to their vibe, to their frequency, or am I going to be on that same vibration? Like, we can feel each other, but we just ain't going to feel each other on that same wave. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a car that got sounds in it, got them 808s, and you can feel it, but you won't feel it as much as you was actually in there. You get me? All right, though. But that's it that I can say about that. It was a quick one, okay? It was really quick because it's quick Mondays for me, and I'm learning how to cut these down some. So yeah, like I said before, if nobody told you I love you, you love you. And remember, you are your biggest asset, so protect it. And I'll be back with the other universal laws. We can talk that together. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, as you do here. So what we got these here? Do those things there, okay? And remember, when you do that, that helps out. That helps me out. That helps me to get around there. I am not trying to I cannot make money off of this here. I'm not trying to make money off of this here. I'm trying to make a difference. And if I can make a difference just by getting a like, a comment, and a subscribe, I'm all the happy. All right? I am all the happy. Look through the video. Check them out. See how you like them. Share them. Talk bad about them. Do whatever you want to do. Get it out. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to see you. And if I see you, you're probably going to say it in my face. And if you say it in my face, I'm probably not going to care, because I'm just on a whole different vibration that I'm going to be like, huh? Queer Cancerian here. I love you. And remember, don't believe the hype. You heard me.
It's like a bad meme. When I go to sleep, it's like a bad dream. When your whole life hard, what does bad mean? When you cry a lot, really, what does sad mean? Well, I know you're heartbroken, and I ain't really mean to rip your whole heart open. I was trying to find my way, can we start over? I done made a lot of mistakes, wish I could start over. Damn, I tend to choose the wrong women in a bad situation, but they be strong women. I be like, God, where did I go wrong with them? Why you put me in positions where I'm alone with them? You know I'm messed up, man. I had a lot of bad luck, man, and so much difficulty with trust, man.